Right, can we do the episode? We're reviewing.
What the fuck is Sugar Booger?
We're reviewing Forbidden Door.
That's what Jimmy's mum and dad calls his mum. I'm going to start recording now.
My food is yours.
Okay, what she's doing.
The kid with a knack for invention.
She's doing the Jimmy Neutron intro.
Hello, and welcome to the Idle Chat with the WaitWhat podcast.
You can be heard. You can be heard. It's recorded.
Sure to save the day from short destruction.
This is recorded.
This is the theme
Fine.
song.
It's all right. It's a short, isn't it?
Jimmy Neutron.
We've already recorded. We're started. That's in the episode now. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's in the episode.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Yep.
That was
it is.
Liam's missus singing the Jimmy Neutron theme song. Hope you enjoyed.
If you didn't, there's the socials. Let us know.
Oh man! Right. Okay. So for this,
let's get straight into it. Like, if you listened to Thursday's episode, ending was a bit chaotic. So we've found out at this point that West Ham have finally agreed a fee of 105 million English smackaroos for the services of Declan Rice, and
crazy.
Dave has once again written a check that his arse can't cash. Well, it's that can't cash. His arse is going to have to cash. Now, he's already made a boo-boo during the World Cup by saying that Japan would not make it out of their group, let alone win their group. And that if they won their group, he would eat a spoonful of wasabi. Japan won that group. And Dave was a man of his word, and he ate that wasabi.
Sure did.
Now, on your screen now, you will be able to see a text message of Dave once again,
a private group chat,
running his mouth, and saying that. Well, he was just being being stupid by saying he'd do something, and he thinks that I wouldn't see it. Now, Leicester have been relegated last season, which is a sad thing. And Tottenham have been sniffing around. For me, yeah, I quite like Leicester. He's been sniffing around James Maddison, very good player.
It's a very good player, great signing.
It's a great signing for Spurs. I mean, I don't know why the fuck he's not. I mean, he could have stayed in the Championship and won nothing. But Dave said that if Maddison signs for Spurs, he will sniff a line of pepper, thinking it weren't going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, lo and fucking behold, it couldn't have happened at a better time. We literally just finished an episode and bang, Tottenham have agreed a deal for James Maddison. So Dave now has to sniff a line of pepper.
Okay.
Will you not learn your lesson? Do you not learn your lesson?
I'm not snorting pepper now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, good.
We need prep for this because, ambulance apparently it's quite dangerous.
Well, look, this is the thing. Like, I also said if Harvey Barnes goes to Tottenham as well, then I'll do salt as well.
Hey, that's two separate videos.
He's going to season his nose. He wants to season his nose.
Season them boogers, mate. Season them boogers.
Don't split the views. We just one video of.
Right, so that means you've gotten to the end of the transfer window.
Not necessarily. Harvey Barnes could go to a different team.
Harvey Barnes.
I mean, we're assuming Harvey Barnes is going to sign to a different club.
There is a rumor that Harvey Barnes is going to sign for West Ham.
Yeah, there's a rumor for kind of a few.
That'd be great because every time we equalise, if we equalise, I get to say it every time.
I need Harvey Barnes. I need Harvey Barnes to not sign for Tottenham, but then I do want him to sign for Tottenham. So it's kind of
Harvey Barnes. If you are watching this, sign for Tottenham.
Look, I will just say that. I did not believe that Tottenham would sign James Maddison. I did not believe we'd get him for 40 million as well. That was pretty crazy. I'm glad we have. I'm glad that's a really good signing. Again, like Liam says, I kind of agree. I don't know why it's come to Tottenham.
I think it's mainly to keep his England
maybe
alive.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get first
Well,
team games.
he's one of Southgate's boys anyway, so he'll end up going regardless.
Hopefully this encourages Kane to stay because Kane gets more service, so that would be good. Hopefully he stays fit, doesn't get any big injuries. He might be going Bayern. That has also been talked about. I don't know if he'll leave the Prem or not. That's one thing that stopped.
Alan Shearer said that if Kane wants to go to Bayern, he'll fucking drive him there himself just to protect his record.
I mean, look, he's only 31, I think, or he's 30. He's 30, so 30. He could do a season or two in the Bundesliga, win some stuff, and come back to the Premier League for the record. So
and win no stuff.
Doing that. I'll win no stuff. Well, I didn't say he'd come back to Tottenham. He could go to any Premier League team.
He can go back to the actual team he supports, Arsenal.
Maybe, yeah, or Man United.
Tottenham fans will fucking hate that.
Or anyone. He could go to fucking West Ham and do a retirement home.
We don't want him. No. We got one retirement striker in Antonio. We don't need another one. Anyway, we're not talking about football. We just have to talk about that because we ended the last episode in chaos.
So yes, I will salt pepper, but I'm just going to hold. I just want to hold off and see if I have to do salt as well. Because if I have to do salt as well, I'd rather mix them both together and do it through one nostril. Then do one from each nostril.
He's going to pull a Steve on. He's going to. If you chun, I swear to God.
I have no experience with snorting drugs up my nose. I only have experience snorting. I only have experience snorting stupid stuff up my nose. So I have experience on snorting pepper and stuff up my nose because I used to be stupid and do things for attention. So yeah, exactly.
We not do this for attention.
I know that feeling, Dave. Look,
we not do this for attention.
I'm doing this for content. You guys are shit when it comes for doing stuff for content.
No, we're smart. We don't run our mouths. I mean,
nothing. But you're doing nothing for the podcast. What are you doing to get views?
Fuck off. Edit. What the fuck? What do I do?
Say it or not?
I agree. Behind the scenes, you're coming up with great ideas, but for actual performing and stuff, you're doing fuck all. All right, you guys got to kind of like put. I want you guys to show your bollocks. Why
bark?
The best?
You want me to show my bollocks?
Why bark? And you got a dog to do it for you.
Well, I want you both to show your balls, actually make some fucking predictions. When we do our Premier League predictions, I want to hear some fucking forfeits, all right?
All right, then.
I'll do it as well.
I will say it now. If Arsenal win the Premier League, I will eat a fresh Carolina Reaper chili.
Cool.
Regardless of that, I think we should do that one chip challenge anyway.
I won't do that.
I think you should do the one chip challenge of West Ham get relegated.
No, because there's a 50% chance of that happening, and that's not fair.
If West Ham
win the league, I'll record with no fucking clothes on outside.
That's
fine.
That's fine.
With a hat on my arse cheeks.
Cool.
Anyway,
you've got
Anyway,
that's why. Yeah. So that'll be coming. So yeah, look forward to that. We are going to talk about wrestling now.
Yeah.
So we're talking about AEW first because that was the pay-per-view that happened on Sunday on my birthday, which was cool.
Oh yeah, it was Dave's birthday.
Yeah. It was my birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry. We normally do like a happy birthday thing as tradition on the podcast, but
we genuinely forgot because we were busy and Dave fucked off to Scotland for a couple of days, so it was like it was a bit all over the gaff. But yeah, it was Dave's birthday on Sunday, so you know.
Yeah, I am 43.
1 year closer to death.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, AEW were doing a pay-per-view Forbidden Door in Canada with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Brother, it was a bit. I watched every match. Oh my lord, it was long. Yeah, there was 4 matches on the buy-in.
How long was it? 5 hours.
5 hours.
So you watched every single match. What can you tell? So we start at the 0 hour pre-show.
Yeah, you can. I'll cuss them out quickly. Yeah.
Well, the first match on here is Tom Lawler. He didn't get to wrestle Adam Cole for unspecified medical reason.
Adam Cole had the flu.
Oh, it was a flu. Filthy Tom Lawler defeated Serpentico in 4 minutes.
I didn't even see that on the buy-in, to be fair.
No? Okay.
No. Where's Serpentico? As soon as I saw Serpentico, I'd have known there was a squash coming.
I think that was a dark match. It's a shame that Filthy Tom Lawler didn't get any time on the actual card.
There's still time.
So the 8-man tag match was on the pre-show. Swerve Strickland, Toba Leona, Brian Cage, and Bishop versus Rocky Romero, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and El Desperado. The Mogul Embassy versus Chaos, and Chaos lost.
Oh,
Bad?
that was bad.
Yeah.
Certain people were good. That Desperado guy, he was terrible. It was shit.
All right.
Those weren't good.
Knocked onto the pre-show as well was the Women's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. Athena defeated Billy Starks in 7 minutes 50.
Not bad. She's world champion on Ring of Honor, so that Billy Starks is like a indie upcoming star. It was all right.
Okay. Then a singles match between El Phantasmo and Stu Grayson of the Dark Order.
It was actually a good match because Stu Grayson's a very good wrestler, and El Phantasmo's not bad himself. Wasn't that bad. Weird though, Stu Grayson coming out with 2 guys from Ring of Honor. The preacher type gimmick. I can't remember what their names are. Guy with the dreads and stuff, and the big tall bald guy with the white suit.
Truth Martini was one of them?
Maybe.
Okay.
The something, and they come out to like gospel music, sort of feel like they do like the guitars and stuff. I'll find it and we'll talk about it another time. But yeah, no, it looks like Stu Grayson might not even be with Dark Order.
Okay. And then the last match on the pre-show, Los Ignobles de Japan, Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi defeated United Empire, Jeff Cobb, Carl Fletcher, and TJ Perkins.
That was a good match.
Seems like a good match. Takashi's and Takagi are, I understand, a good wrestlers.
Fletcher's really good.
Jeff Cobb as well.
Jeff Cobb is great. Yeah. TJP, man, solid wrestler. TJP's a solid technical wrestler, man.
Mitch, have you got the match card up as well?
Yeah.
Are you glad that you don't have to read out these names?
Yeah.
I want to hear Mitch say the name that MJF has to wrestle, because that's the next match. That's the next match. Go on, Mitch.
So,
tell me who. Ask me who MJF wrestled. Go on, tell me his name.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
There he
is.
is.
There you go. This is anime.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yes. So that was the first match of the main show as for the AEW World Title. MJF defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi after 15 and a half minutes. I understand.
It was a very good match.
MJF did a lot of heel work in this. Tanahashi did a lot of air guitaring.
Mm-hmm. It was a Tanahashi match. It needed to happen. The poor bastard's been battered. He's fucked.
Indeed, yes.
His knees are fucked, man. He's getting on a bit.
Did you
MJF
hear about
did the stuff that needed to be done?
Did you hear about MJF's tweet that he scheduled?
They
come out during the match.
They spoke about it. They spoke about it. The commentary. The commentary for this was Taz, Kevin Kelly, and Excalibur.
Oh, cool. MJF basically put out a tweet saying that basically that his match is probably done by now. So, you know.
And it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was still currently wrestling in the ring. Right. The next match for the men's Owen Hart tournament, first round match, CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima.
Great. It was great.
I mean,
it was great. Punk got booed heavily. He was booed a lot, and he was having the time of his life.
It was his second match back. Well, his first singles match.
Match back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the guy's name he wrestled again? This
Kojima.
He beat the piss out of him. He beat the piss out of Punk. They beat the piss out of each other.
I mean,
it's interesting to see Punk put him in an Anaconda Vice. Not seen him put anyone in that for a while, to be honest.
It's good to have Punk back. I mean, he's obviously like a huge star for AEW.
Did a lot of heel work as well. A lot of healing.
He's probably going to be a heel from now on. Probably a good decision. Since he's probably going to get booed in quite a few places.
Yeah, most places.
The stupid reasons.
Yeah, because the young cuck fans are gonna turn on him.
Yeah,
that was a very good match. Very good match. Punk won as he should have. Be interesting to see who he wrestles next.
Okay. So the next match was a 4-way match for the AEW International Championship. Orange Cassidy beating Zack Sabre Jr., Katsuyori Shibata, and Daniel Garcia. Liam's not a fan of Orange.
I fucking hate Orange Cassidy. Like, I can't. How the fuck has he still got that title? How?
Title don't mean anything anyway.
No, but that's the point. Is he's defended it 26 times. Only Jade Cargill has defended a title more successfully in AEW, and they have fed people to her. And then she only lost the title because they did a shitty fucking open challenge angle because they didn't want that, because Chris Statlander must have come back earlier than they thought.
Yeah.
He beat Daniel Garcia, one of the best wrestlers knocking about, one of the best young wrestlers. Shibata, apparently, according to some people, had his brain taken out and put back, so that's impressive.
Yeah, Meltzer, yeah.
And Zack Sabre Jr. He's the New Japan television champion. He's a very solid wrestler. He's on Bryan Danielson's hit list. So if he wants to wrestle him, then you know he's a damn good wrestler. And this prick still managed to win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I heard a rumor that he's going to lose it to Pac at All In. I will be there. If I have to watch that cunt win again, I swear to God, I'm going to dash something. I'm going to dash. Yeah, I'm going to run down there and I'm fucking stunner him or something.
That is, I mean, they're building up for a strong main event push, aren't they? So could they build up to MJF versus Orange Cassidy?
Oh.
Okay. Next was the match that everyone pretty much already knew the result of. It was for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. Sonada defeated Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
See, with this match,
I'm not going to lie, I've read
story,
that as Sandra
wrestled Jungle Boy. The story about this was after the match, to be honest, more than anything. It was
it was only a quick 10-minute match gone.
Yeah, I mean, it was a match where they kind of. I mean, a lot of people probably a lot of people in America and stuff like Sonada, they don't really know who he is. He's a relatively new world champion. Not on the levels of, obviously, Omega, Ibushi, Okada, etc. But he's their world champion. Jungle Boy, the challenger for that title, when people of that have held it, it's like, does he deserve to be there? It was a solid match. It was a good match. Jungle Boy was a little bit more ruthless. He lost, and then he turned heel, and he took Hook's head off with a clothesline that missed. I'm looking forward to Hook choking him out because I feel like this might be a little bit of a feud because he picks up the FTW title. What I did like of this as well, how Taz left commentary. Because Taz sold this beautifully. So it happened. Taz literally was like, Taz literally come out with holy shit. Rarely did the commentators actually swear. They probably had got one. Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. And he was like, holy shit. He couldn't believe it. And he sold it well, like he didn't know it was coming. And he was like, Jack's a dead man. And they subbed him out for Tony Schiavone. I don't know if Tony was supposed to take over at that point anyway. But if he was, bravo. Very clever. The distraught father, pissed off father. Gone to check on, obviously, Hook.
But
clever.
The thing I have about this is that they've turned Jungle Boy heel now.
And now they're going to feed him to Hook.
well, yeah, but I mean, they can't. He's either got to start cutting promos, or he's got to get a mouthpiece, and that's why I think you were saying about him going back with Christian.
I've got a feeling he's going to go back. But the thing is, if he goes back to Christian, then I'm just going to ignore everything he said because
I don't know. I would like to see promo battles between Christian and Taz, where Christian's kind of acting like Jungle Boy's dad against Taz and Hook.
If Jungle Boy wants to go full blown heel, he could go, "You're the dad I never had." It's a shame. That's Christian level. It's a shame that they had this feud,
and it's also a shame that Taz can't wrestle because it would be good to see him.
Taz put Cody in a Taz mission. I'd like to see Taz put. No, not wrestle. I'd like to see him put Jungle Boy in a Taz mission.
Oh yeah, that could happen maybe.
Wasn't there rumors that WWE was after Hook?
They are.
So Taz
wants to go. Taz wants him to go to WWE too.
That's what I mean. Is this not their way of trying to push Hook out now? Then
No, I feel
no.
I feel like this is their attempt to kind of convince him to stay because now Hook's actually being given like a story. Here
This is a
with
story.
Jungle. I mean, I feel like they could have just. I think the roles are fucked. It should be Hook being the heel.
Hook should have turned. Hook should have turned on him.
And attack Jungle Boy. And I feel like, yes, the crowd are going to chant, cheer for Hook over Jungle Boy anyway. I feel like the main reason they turned Jungle Boy heel was because if they kept him babyface still, then the fans would turn against Jungle Boy rather than Hook.
They're not going to turn Hook. The pop that Hook gets. I'm hoping that I get to see Hook because that entrance is great. He's only been wrestling for 2 years. So I'm interested to see. I like watching Hook's matches. I know they're quick. I know most of the time people are fed to him, but I feel like Hook is a more athletic version of Taz. And I liked Taz when I was a kid. Taz was great. Yeah. So no, it was the match was a bit meh, but the angle at the end, you got me interested. I'm interested. I'm invested. I watch it every week anyway. Funnily enough, as of recording, Dynamite comes out tonight. So I'll find out tomorrow what's going on.
So the next match was the 10-man tag. The Elite, Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks, Eddie Kingston and Tomohiro Ishii. Defeated the Blackpool Combat Club of John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. And they teamed with Konosuke Takeshita. It's close.
Takeshita.
And Shota Umino, who is John Moxley's young boy that he has in New Japan.
I will say this match 100 times better than I thought it was going to be. There is a spot in this match where Takeshita hits Ishii with a forearm. I thought Ishii was dead. He hit him so fucking hard. Ishii just dropped. I know it's not real, but the way Ishii sold it, like he was dead. To the point of all the Bucks, Hangman, all jumped down off the ropes. Because, I mean, let's get it right. There's only a few people then from New Japan that are like, he's fucking hard as nails. Yeah. Ishii, Minoru Suzuki, like they're fucking hard. They're double hard. You know what I mean? And he hit him. And fuck me, did he go down. He went down like a sack of shit. But that match, it was good because everyone got their shit in. And it was the first time I watched a Bucks match where I didn't call every spot. I can call every spot in one of their matches. I can go, Nixon do that fucking stupid. He's going to do that moonsault. He's going to do the moonsault. Right, he's going to jump on the apron. He's going to do the X Factor. Then he's going to flip through the rope, do the moonsault again. Here comes a double super kick. Here comes a Meltzer driver. It flowed a lot better, and I feel like probably Moxley didn't have anything. Moxley didn't bleed, I don't think, which is a first.
Well, they're obviously building up to Blood and Guts, where they're going to do Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club.
It was interesting as well because even though the Elite won, Kingston was pissed because he didn't get his hands on Castagnoli enough. He was arguing with the Bucks. He was arguing with Hangman. Didn't argue with Ishii afterwards because Ishii got the pin. Wheeler Useless took the fall. Yeah, so it was quite funny because Bryan Danielson in the media scrum afterwards said he's going to slap him when he sees him, which is quite funny. It's quite funny. I now watched the media scrum afterwards too, just in case there was any little tidbits. But no.
Cool.
You didn't slap him then.
Yeah.
You don't see him slap him. There's a reason you don't see him. Yeah, CM Punk wasn't there, and there's a reason you don't see him slap him.
I'm old and cranky, and I'm fucking children. All right. So next was the AEW Women's World Title match. Toni Storm defeated Willow Nightingale. 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes.
It was a good match. Willow's got better. Definitely a good match. Toni Storm's Toni Storm. Saraya was there, so.
I think they're building up to Jamie Hayter coming back, and
I feel like Toni Storm's going to put an open challenge out before All In, and when you're there, you're just going to get Hayter come out and win.
Okay. Next is Raynham's own RM13 Will Ospreay defeated Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship.
What a fucking match.
39 minutes and 45 seconds.
Mate, what a fucking match. I don't care what anyone says. For me, Will Ospreay is one of the best wrestlers in the world. I don't care. Everyone says it about Kenny.
No.
Everyone says it about Danielson and Okada. Ospreay's in that fucking conversation. This match was unreal. He beat the piss out of Kenny Omega. He kicked the shit out of him. He busted him open clean, nicely. Claret everywhere. Kenny gets hold of him, rams his face into the steps on the top of it, cuts him. And my God, they were like Kenny was hitting not necessarily the running V trigger, but the standing knee he does.
Yeah.
He was holding Ospreay's arms and just point blank, just literally you could just hear just smack. You could hear skin hitting knee pad. And he was doing it to each other. And then Ospreay did it to him. And then Ospreay hit him with a one-winged angel. And Kenny kicked out a 1. He powered out a 1. He hit the Stormbreaker on him. And his shoulder didn't pop. Then he hit a fucking Tiger Driver. Tiger Driver 91.
Wasn't that scary? Wasn't that scary? Like,
oh,
kind of
mate. That was when even Kevin Kelly even was like, oh my God. Mate, it was a rough bump. He landed literally on his neck. Yeah. I believe that Ospreay is calling it the Storm Driver 93 now. So I've got a funny feeling he's going to incorporate that. I feel like he's going to incorporate that.
Yeah.
And then he hit Don Callis came out again. He was the reason that Kenny lost, really, to be honest. I feel like this match is not only setting up a rematch of Ospreay, it's also setting up the Keshta feud as well. Ospreay is up for the one-winged angel, hits Kenny with the screwdriver that Callis hands him, hits him with a running, jumping hidden blade.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure he hits him with another hidden blade on the ground. I can't remember. He might not do. And then he picks him up, Stormbreaker, 1, 2, 3. It was an absolute... Is it the best match of AEW's ever produced? No. Is it one of the best matches I've ever seen? Yes.
Oh, what's the best match that AEW's ever produced?
I would say that MJF's and CM Punk's dog collar match was better than that.
Oh, okay.
Because of the story. And to be honest, technically, this is a New Japan match, technically. Yeah. Maybe on an AEW pay-per-view, but it's a New Japan match. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what, Kenny... If anyone's ever doubt, I wasn't too sure on Kenny Omega to start, and I was always still a bit. Kenny can go, man. Kenny can fucking go. Kenny can go. Ospreay can go. I am after the pay per view, the press conference. Will Ospreay did answered questions. I love watching him do interviews and talk because it sounds like us. It sounds like someone I would talk to. It's great hearing that voice and hearing him talk to people. When people say it like, it's like the first person who asked him a question was a woman. He went, "Hello, mate. Oh, hello, love. How you doing?" It's just like it sounds like home. He's like, I know that voice. There's all these American voices, and you hear him, and you're just like.
He's got that one favorite word though. Every interview I've seen him have, fucking is his favorite word.
Yeah, and then someone from Talksport was there, a British geezer, and he was like, "Hey, yes," and I was just like, "See, he's just one of the boys." It just sounds like one of the boys, and I love hearing it. And they were talking about, is he going to wrestle at All In? He's wrestling at the Copper Box the day before. I can't remember who he's wrestling. I can't remember who he's wrestling.
Right.
Someone might be Tanahashi. No, it might be Tanahashi.
Really? Wow.
He's wrestling someone Japanese. But they were saying to him, is he going to be there? And he was like, obviously, I'd love to be there. It's my home ground. It's 40 minutes from my home. I would... die.
Yourself.
I was
going to say.
Yeah, I'll pay for fucking...
I don't know. 40 minutes driving, maybe.
I'll pay for his Uber,
train. It's the Jubilee line from West Ham. I go all the way to the other fucking
way there.
That takes about an hour. Cheers.
It takes about an hour, yeah. But I would die if I don't get the chance to see Kenny Ospreay 3. I would love to see that. But that match was fucking fantastic.
I've said to you personally, kind of thing. I mean, for him to appear at that show, which is an AEW show, not really a New Japan show, like he would have to show some level of commitment towards AEW for that. Yeah. Like he'd have to sign a contract or something, at the very least, to kind of like get involved in those storylines or lose the people on the way out or something, you know. You can't just be giving that to someone that's not contracted with you because he's probably going to retain the title if he obviously is at his home stadium.
Well, the thing is, if I feel like with that, you do the rubber match and then you have Takeshita cost him the title. And then because annoyingly, as I've found out, the week after All In is fucking All Out, which arguably...
a week after that is all shake it all out.
it's a big pay-per-view. So it's like, right, well, what are you going to do? You're going to have to split it over 2 weeks. So I might get shafted because they're going to do All Out in Chicago. So Punk ain't going to be at All In. He ain't. Punk ain't going to be at All In.
That's
He's
the
going to be in
thing.
Chicago.
I feel like they could really fuck over the crowd here.
Oh, they have. I feel like we've been fucked a little bit already, but I will not. I'm still going to be happy to go anyway. But I believe the next match is the last match, isn't it?
6 men. No, it's a 6-man tag. Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito versus defeated the Suzuki Gods, which is Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. This match had a lot of the story of Sammy Guevara and Jericho kind of thing, still arguing and stuff. Jericho tries to make Guevara do the flip off into Sting onto the table. I think Sting was supposed to move, but he kind of wasn't fast enough, I believe.
Forget that. He had Jericho in the Scorpion Deathlock, and Guevara did a cutter off top rope and spiked Sting clean, top of his head, spiked him into the mat. It was, when I saw it, I was like, oh no, not again. Yeah. No, leave the old man alone. Darby got taken out, so I don't know if he's injured. He got taken out fairly early. He was out cold. Suzuki hit him. Suzuki, he was, but not really. Suzuki hit him with a forearm, and it was night time.
Yeah, and Naito's like banged up as well, so it doesn't really help.
And Sting, so yes, but yeah, no. To be honest, the match was shit. Jericho was just Jericho.
Are you looking forward to seeing Jericho versus Sting in Wembley?
Yeah, I mean, if I get to see Sting, yes. Jericho came out into the press conference, interrupted Darby and Sting, started hitting things with a baseball bat. He picked up.
Is Jericho a West Ham fan?
Apparently so, yeah.
So what if he comes out singing "West Ham are massive everywhere we go"?
Well, then he's just a well-educated and informed man. That's all. But he picked up a
That's
water
going to be
bottle.
his entrance music.
He picked up a water bottle, threw it in the air, and hit it with the baseball bat, and it smacked one of the journalists. That was funny. That was funny. That wasn't planned because Tony looked horrified. It was funny. But yeah, so yeah, man. Honestly, I forgot clearly because I thought the next match was Okada. I forgot that match even happened.
Yeah. So then the main event, only 27 minutes and 40 seconds, but it was Bryan Danielson defeating Kazuchika Okada.
It was a good match. Danielson really is shit hot, man. And if you've never seen Okada before, there you go. He can go, man. It ain't
Man uses a tombstone as a transition move.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the news coming out after this match was that, 10 minutes before the end, Bryan Danielson fractures his arm. I don't think...
Fractured his right forearm, and it was from an elbow drop. A move that arguably, as Bryan quotes in the press conference, a move that he has probably arguably done 1,000 times.
Yeah. It's always
the ones that are always the less likely to injure you.
But he wants to wrestle him again, but he said that he wants to wrestle Okada again because he took 8 weeks away from him because that's how long he can't wrestle for. Which, funnily enough, is almost 8 weeks to the day is All In.
Well, you reckon to do Okada versus Danielson too?
Well, Okada also wants to wrestle Ishii because he was the one who pinned Wheeler Yuta. That's when he said he was going to slap him. He said, with my left hand because my right arm's broken. It was a very face sort of interview with that, obviously, but he kept trying to heal it up every now and again. It was weird.
Well, I feel like Danielson...
And he also came out to Final Countdown. Which was got a massive pop.
One-off. There's a one-off as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, they want big money to play it.
Yeah. I mean, look, Danielson's playing like a heel, but a lot of his interviews he's acting like the face, which is probably the best thing about Danielson. He always plays heels, but he finds justified reasons to kind of like be heel,
Yeah, like when he was the Eco Warrior, when it's like he's a heel, but he's got a good point.
So
exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, it was a great match. They beat the piss out of each other again, and they said he hit Danielson with a tombstone as a transitional move on the. He picked him up for a tombstone and took 6 steps back up the ramp to hit him with it. He just carried him backwards and just tombstoned him.
Yeah,
it was a very good match. Overall, the pay-per-view was very good. It was very good. A few bum matches.
Do you expect that in pay-per-views?
If I'm going to say watch any match on that card, go and watch Ospreay and Omega. Go and watch that match. If you've got 39 minutes, go and watch it.
If you've got 5 hours, watch the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe not, but no, go and watch it. It's a fucking great match.
Another thing that I feel like we should mention is obviously this weekend is Money in the Bank over in the Jolly Old in London.
It's Saturday, so as this comes out, I'll have to actually come to think of it. I'm going to have to adjust the time this comes out on Saturday because that's what day Money in the Bank is on. Cool. So and it's on at 7:00, I think, our time.
Let's quickly preview it. It's Wednesday, so the SmackDown hasn't happened yet. So if they had any matches, then we don't know it.
Yeah.
So announced on Raw in the Continental Championship match, Gunther versus Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's got a injured leg going into this, which is the only reason that Gunther accepted the title match. Imagine Gunther goes over, right?
Yeah. Gunther goes over.
I can't imagine they'll get Riddle to take the belt off him while injured.
Go down with a fight. It'll go down. It'll go down fine.
Yeah. Then we got a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, which has just been unified between the NXT and the WWE ones. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the team that lost the titles because of injury.
Couldn't care less.
I imagine Rousey and Baszler go over. Next, something that everyone probably does give a fuck about, the Bloodline Civil War Tag Team match. The Bloodline, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman will face the Usos, Jimmy and Jay.
I think the Usos go over. I mean, the Usos go over. Solo takes the pin. Solo takes the pin. I'm going to call it now.
Do you reckon?
Solo takes the pin. Roman pissed at him, spikes Roman.
Yeah.
I think that we get interference from new Bloodline members.
Their other brother, Jacob.
Or Rikishi comes out.
Maybe Rikishi interferes and costs it for the Usos. I don't think
listen, so. If I hear the Too Cool music, mate, I'll mark out. I'll pop.
although if the idea is that
because there has been suggestion that
is Roman going to take a stink face?
I feel like Rikishi could turn on his sons, believably, because the whole idea of the Bloodline is obviously the people that are doing well. The people who are doing well in the wrestling provide for the others, kind of thing. Like Yakuza when he was
don't bite the hand that feeds you, basically.
When Yakuza was WWE champion, he was giving out money to help out Rikishi. He said,
"You mean Yokozuna?"
Yeah, I said Yokozuna.
You said Yakuza.
He did say Yakuza.
Sorry, Yokozuna.
When the Japanese mafia was WWE champion.
He did play a sumo wrestler.
True.
Right, okay. So, when Yokozuna was WWE champion, he provided money for the others. So, in the same way, Roman Reigns is the WWE champion. He's the main breadwinner for the whole family kind of thing. Rikishi could be just like, if I fucking, help you, then I'm saying, no to my paycheck. But no, I feel like new Bloodline members turn up and
Jacob Fatu would be a great one to turn up because he's their brother.
Yeah. So something like that maybe.
He's their brother, baby. Yeah.
But I feel like Roman and Solo beat the Usos.
Could they do it in a way of he comes out, that he sides with the Usos and gets Solo over to them, and then they're a 4 faction.
No, because then Roman will be on his own, and it's not.
And then Rikishi's got to be there all the time, and Roman needs lackeys. He needs lackeys at the minute.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Solo being the only lackey, if Solo's taking the pinfalls, then that's not going to last forever, man. They got to have new
Solo's going to turn on him.
Yeah. Next, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Seth goes over.
Yeah, I feel like this is a match just because Finn Balor's a home nations guy, and the Judgment Day are really over at the moment.
I tell you what, Balor's promo he cut on Raw. Oof, mate, that was good. That was a good promo.
Speaking of good promos, next is the singles match between Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley in his corner, facing Cody Rhodes. Over the last 4 weeks, Dominic Mysterio has been cheap shotting Cody Rhodes. It's been perfect.
He has been cheap shotting.
Do you reckon Cody will bring Brandy?
I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not.
If he does, I hope Rhea gives you a riptide.
Yeah, I don't want to see Brandy come in and fucking like.
If Brandy comes in and if Brandy runs off Rhea Ripley, I'm done. I'm done with them if that happens.
I don't mind Brandy coming out and Rhea immediately like fucking pushing her away and shit and just being like.
Or Brandy comes out and Rhea chases her, which then costs Dominic the match.
Yeah,
I think Dom wins. If
Brandy comes out with a weapon, maybe of some kind, and just chases after Rhea, I could believe it better than chase it. No,
because if you put Brandy in there, then she's going to want to wrestle, and Brandy can't wrestle.
I know.
I'd rather watch Serpentico wrestle fucking. Then
who goes over?
Dominic.
Do you say Dominic?
I think Dominic. I think Dominic goes over.
Who costs Cody the match then?
Rhea. Simple.
Rhea.
I'd keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
Not Lesnar.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Lesnar doesn't get involved yet.
Maybe a
rematch. Lesnar comes out and
or Priest. It's Judgment. It's Judgment Day. Or Priest.
Or
it depends where this sits.
He takes them both out.
It depends where this sits on the card. If it's before the Money in the Bank, Priest could get involved. If it's after,
I don't think it's main event because Bloodline's probably going to main event.
Yeah, I've lined out main event.
Yeah, or the. Actually, no. I was going to say the Money.
That might open the show. It might open the show.
Okay, so then we got the women's Money in the Bank match for the championship contracts. Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Milf Stratus.
I have two choices who's going to win this. Io.
Okay.
Io should win it, or who were the other ones in it again? Sorry, you just said it.
Zelina, Becky, Zoe, Bayley, and Trish.
Zelina. I think them two. Zelina's had a bit of a since Puerto Rico. Her stock have been up.
So you reckon she'll try and cash it?
Stock has also been up. You know what I'm saying? Stock
all I know is there's
up.
rumours that what's going to happen afterwards is the men's cash-in is going to be successful and the women's cash-in is going to be unsuccessful.
Forget about the women's match done. I want to talk about the men's one because the men's one's important. I want to talk about the men's one.
I feel like Io Sky's going to win because
I feel like Io should turn face, turn on Bayley, turn face.
I feel like also Bianca Belair not being on the card kind of thing is going to result in a heel turn.
Yes,
which will be good.
Because on SmackDown, Charlotte is wrestling Asuka for the title. So there could be a title change on SmackDown.
Yeah. Or that match could be. Are they not announcing that match on Money in the Bank? I mean,
it's on SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they could do like an interference or something. Maybe it'd be a triple threat.
Triple threat. You could do that. Yeah. And then Bianca loses without getting pinned. Yeah.
Well, Asuka loses without getting pinned. So then
no, Bianca. No, I feel like Bianca loses. Charlotte wins.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the men's Money in the Bank match. Speaking of good promos, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, Shoes of the Champion, LA Knight.
LA Knight. Yeah.
And as the seventh man, Logan Paul.
Listen, man, there's two people winning this match. It's two people. LA Knight's winning this match. If LA Knight don't win, it's Logan Paul. And if Logan Paul wins, he is cashing in on Seth in the end, there and then. That he is doing the same night. He's pulling a cane. Same night.
Wow.
Money in the Bank could end with Logan Paul, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes.
How long?
The prime guy.
If he does win it, how long do you reckon he'll hold it for?
Longer than he should.
Well, it'll work SummerSlam. I can see that much.
Yeah.
That's the SummerSlam. Or could you imagine if Roman? Imagine he beat Roman Imagine he cashed in on Roman and beat Roman. Just imagine it. Just, how many? So much butthurt.
Could he do it at the end of it? Like, because if the Bloodline one's at the end, he could cash.
He
in
won't
on
do it.
Roman.
He won't cash in on Roman. He'll cash in on Seth. Him and Seth have got a
got
more recent previous.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll video record it first?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Yes.
I think LA Knight should win it. I think it should be LA Knight because he's the crowd is just behind him.
I feel like whoever wins it, I feel like they want to get the title off of Intercontinental title off of Gunther, like soon, so that he can start challenging.
So he can challenge for the world title.
World title, yeah. So you could have LA Knight win it and cash in on Gunther, on the same night.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like even though crowd would kind of be behind it because it's a title win, they would be, God, if he's won the Money in the Bank,
they'd be pissed.
You want him to win a world title. Yeah. But they've set the precedent now that you can cash in on any title,
which normally would make us believe that if they've mentioned you can cash it in on any title, someone's either cashing it in on the NXT champion or someone's cashing it in on a mid-card title.
What? Yeah. So you reckon if LA Knight wins it, he could become the NXT champion again?
There's a possibility. He's never been NXT champion. He was $1 million champion.
Yeah.
So, go on.
No, I was going to say he's already won one match that involved a box and a ladder, so he could do it again.
So this is happening on Saturday. There's no announcement match for the tag titles, so no Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn appearing on this show at the moment. That's a bit of a gutting thing for the people of London because I feel like Sami Zayn's like one of the most over characters.
Oh yeah,
and Kevin, to be fair, Kevin's really over as well.
Kevin's latest gimmick is hilarious.
Yeah, well, he keeps getting really angry over stuff.
He keeps getting angry all the time.
Yeah.
So with Logan Paul, do you reckon anyone's going to be with him? Like he normally brings an entourage.
Well, he's in London, so KSI is probably going to be there.
I did not think of that.
You might find a side.
Imagine KSI pushing LA Knight off of the ladder.
My!
So much heat for KSI. Forget what he said on that assignment.
You can't watch anymore.
No!
Imagine on top of the ladder, KSI. Yeah, he does that as well. Oh my!
The nightmare.
That is insane. Oh man! Forget what he said in that video that you can't watch anymore. That would be the worst thing that KSI's ever done.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that's happening on July 1st. I guess we'll probably talk about that.
That's happening. If you're listening to this when it come out, that's happening today. It's happening this afternoon and this evening.
It could be a screw job on KSI because KSI got splashed by Logan.
Don't you dare say that
and then build Logan versus KSI at SummerSlam.
Logan versus KSI 3. We're going to get it.
No.
Okay, so that's the UK pay-per-view for WWE. The UK pay-per-view for AEW is coming up in August. We are agreed that Liam is going to watch it obviously live and give the live perspective. I am actually going to watch it on TV so that we get a TV perspective as well. That's to come up in August time. Look forward to that.
And I'm here.
Mitchell, if you want to watch it as well, if you want to watch it on TV as well, you can.
The week after we watch, a week after All In, we are going to an independent show.
Yeah, that's true.
So
wrestling content on the way, whether you like it or not.
Compare them. Yeah, whether you like it or fucking not. Cool. The first time we're going to be in the same place. Ooh.
Yeah. Wait, what
podcast? Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys.
It's a shirt of a champion.
See this, Mike?
Shirt of a champion.
See these headphones?
Sorry, Mitch, you're wrapping up the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, guys. You can find all previous idle chats on all podcasting platforms. You can also find all our main episodes on all podcasting platforms too. Thank you and peace.
Safe.